So here I'm going to use R sub A, and R sub B is the rate of each individual inlets of type A. So you can think of it as liter per minute that's flowing in for both of these. Now we're told that together this empty tank is filled in 30 minutes if 10 inlets of type A, which means this would be the rate of 10 of those, plus 45 of R sub B, because this would be their combined rate in liters per minute. So that's liters per minute. If I multiply that by 30 minutes, this would be equal to the volume of the tank. So one tank. Now, the second condition we're given is that in 1 hour, if 8 inlets of type A plus 18 inlets of type B, so I'll convert that into minutes, so 60 minutes, so that this is still one tank, and it could be in some liters, but it's the same unit. Now, in how many minutes will the empty tank get completely filled? So 7 R sub A plus, so I'm doing it slightly different than how I've done before, which is A as the time it takes one inlet to fill it, but it's really the same. If we have these, then times the time equal to one full tank. T is what I need to figure out. Those are my two equations, and let's see, how do I want to solve for R sub A? Sometimes you can get to this directly, but I don't see that here. I mean, I guess if I subtract them, I'll get the 27 here, but not really. So 10 RA, I'll just move the 30 to the other side, and maybe I'll pull out a 5 here, so that would become, so just trying to reduce the coefficients here and then move it to the bottom here, and then same thing here, I'll pull out a 2, so that would be 1 over, so that matches them, that's good sign. So I'll subtract that from this second one, so maybe factoring was a good idea. It's equal to 1 over 120 minus 1 over 150. So that becomes 30 over 120, 150. That's 4. R sub A is 1 over 4 times 2 times 150. And maybe I'll leave it in that form, because once I plug it in, things will simplify. But I still need to figure out R sub B, and I can use that first equation. So 2 times, that's why I'm not doing the whole multiplication yet. 2, and then subtract them. 1 over 150 minus 4 times 150, so I'll pull out a 1 over 150, 1 minus 1/4, which is 3/4. And then I also have a 9 here, so that goes in the denominator. And maybe I'll reduce it a little bit. 4 times 3 times 150. Whereas R sub A is that. So the difference is that 2 here versus 3. Now I have to do 7 times. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's easier with calculator, but you know, try a method that works for you. Actually, let me make sure I'm substituting the wrong thing. This is a 2. 1 over 4 times 3 times 150. So I'll pull out a 4 times 150, 7 over 2, and then 27 over 3. And then this has to clean up. So 9 times 2 is 18 plus 7, 25, 2. And T equal to 1. And at this stage, I'll start to reduce things. 6. So that's 48. So T would be 48. And this will be in minutes. So the answer is 48. So yeah, I mean, kind of a tedious question. I don't know what else I could potentially do here to clean this up. Certainly, I don't want to calculate these in decimals. Just would require more challenge, or more likely to make a mistake, honestly. But, you know, if that works for you, definitely try that. But this type of a question with these combinations of inlets, whether it's draining has been on the CAT in recent years. So make sure you're comfortable dealing with it in whatever fashion that works for you. So to summarize, the answer is 48.